All right, we are here at the CWCBE in New York, and we are at the booth of PreRoll-ER, and we are talking to the CEO and founder, is that right?
Yeah.
Harold?
Yes, it is.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
So we have seen each other at different trade shows. We were at Berlin together. You guys obviously have some really kick-ass pre-roll automation. Can you just tell the audience, like, what got you started in this business? Like, how did you guys decide to come into the pre-roll automation game?
Basically, we were already making packaging equipment, and I had one of my ex-employees actually call me one day, say, look, I have this machine that I made, and I think it's amazing for automation pre-roll. So he had been working on a prototype for the last 3-4 years prior to that. So I went there, I saw the machine, so I decided to buy the prototype and rehire the guy, rehire his president, and that's how I got started. So, and it was a new industry, so we're still selling equipment in the pharma or food industry, and this was a new industry, so exciting. So I decided to get 100% in there. So I've created a separate entity with my key guys, and we started to design to actually make an industrial version of what that prototype was. Wow. And that was in 2019, so close to October, November 2019, and then we first shipped our first machine in February 2020.
Okay.
And now we have over 180 machines roughly on the market. So it's been successful, but it's been a very bumpy road. So it's been difficult, very difficult initially. The machine didn't work. So we had a lot of back and forth innovation and that's basically the name of the game for us is continuous innovation.
Yeah.
So I've got a complete group just doing innovation, improvement on the machine. So, and over the years we released different versions of the machine. Now we have from 800 to 5,000 pre-rolls per hour. We also have complement for closing, creating.
How many per hour?
5,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's got to be one of the highest outputs.
I think it's the highest output now. Yeah, I think we reached the highest output.
I asked the Apex, those guys with Raw yesterday, and they said they could do, if everything goes good and there's no jams, they said they could do like 1,100 in an hour. Yeah. So that's a lot too.
Yeah. No, it's a lot too.
You're more.
Yeah, I'm more obviously, and it's modular, so you can start with one module and then grow to 4 modules that will get you up to those numbers.
Yeah. And speaking of innovating, I remember when we were in Berlin at ICBC, and I was talking to you, and you said that you couldn't sleep the night before, and that you went and had invented a machine, and the next day you were doing it. So are you always looking at new innovations? And
absolutely, this is what drives me. It's basically innovation and improvements on the machine, designing new machine, and it's by talking with customers, going to see facilities, talking to operators, the issues that they're facing, and and obviously that's what drives me. Yes, do a lot of innovation.
Where did you get the name PreRoll-ER?
PreRoll-ER is something that came out pretty quickly. I wanted to focus on something, not just because with ProCepac, which is my other company, we do a lot of packaging equipment, which we actually use in the pre-roll automation line. But I wanted a name that was focus on specifically what we were doing.
Yeah.
And so that's basically a trade name. We have 3 companies, but that name tells by itself. So this is why we picked that name. And the -ER is on every other product that we also sell, like box finisher. We're going to have the humidor. We have a lot of other equipment also using the same. The
-ER.
Yeah, the -ER.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier, you said that the industry is, it's kind of a little topsy-turvy. Obviously, the cannabis industry itself has been going through some tough times, kind of things like that. Has the pre-roll industry also felt that pinch? Maybe not as bad, or what are you kind of seeing from?
Obviously, the market for pre-rolls has always increased. So over the years, it's one of the highest increased in the industry compared to everything else.
Yeah.
So in Canada, it's close to 30% now, 28%. So it's really high. In the U.S., I think it's about 15% roughly.
Okay.
So, but what I found is obviously money has been difficult. The profit has been difficult. So operators are looking for their cash. So it's been difficult. In Canada, we've been very successful, extremely successful. We have a lot of machine in Canada. In the U.S., we do have a lot of machine, but not as much, obviously. The percentage is very much lower. And it's difficult because again, it's a banking act. I mean, money has been the main issue right now, and regulation, taxes. I mean, each state has their own challenges.
Yeah.
So New York is a right now it's a big mess. I think it's really
clunky, slow.
Yeah, exactly. So the black market. So in Canada, black market is really reducing every year to not being too much of a factor. In the U.S., it's the other way around.
The other way around. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why probably because our machine are for customer that produce high volume of pre-rolls with high quality, and they have to have obviously the financing behind buying our equipment. So it's not.
Do you guys offer financing?
We do in-house some level of in-house financing, but very minimal. But we work with partners to do that. So yeah.
So let me ask you: you're here at the show. By the way, you got a great location. You're up in the front, but then you've got right next to you. You got Roll Pros.
Yeah.
There's Apex back there. STM Canna right over there. So what is your feeling about kind of the space? Like, do you think of everyone as a competitor, or do you think that you guys are kind of all sort of serving different needs for different things, or just kind of what's your overall take?
I mean, obviously, if there's no competition, there's no market.
Right.
So there is, 3 years ago, we were not that many. We were like myself, and we had maybe Paxium with the Wanna Roll.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were able to sell, but the machine at that time was not that stable. So right now there's more players, yes, but I think each one will find their niche in the market.
Yeah.
So I tend to work with everybody. I'm not. People will, if they want our machine, they do their due diligence, and it would be customer that they're looking for a more advanced machine, more quality, more automation. So, and it's all made in North America with the highest possible quality of components. So because I come from food and pharma packaging equipment, so my machine are built to last 25 years. Food grade quality, and we don't use any Chinese parts. It's all made. So this is the clientele where they're looking for very high-end machinery that will last for a very long time. With great support, we have multiple technicians on the road to service each of our machines. So, but competition, there's always going to be competition.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like any industry. It's okay. The Roll Pro, they sell a different SKU type, like the cigarette style. All those like STM or Futurola or Action Pack, they use similar principle of vibration type, which is semi-automatic, and we actually developed a machine that complement those technologies with the box finisher.
Yeah.
Because I understand that it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
That will buy a fully automated machine. People want to go semi-automatic, and then now we have a machine that will adapt to the STM or the Rocket Box.
I've noticed that as well, that some people will have like a knock box, and then maybe they'll have the STM closer, or you know, they have this. So they're kind of interchanging some of the stuff to create their own tech stack.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, each one, you cannot convince everybody that you have the best solution. So it's a game that you have to know where you are, and just position yourself that way and work with everybody. I mean, this is a small industry. You don't want to have enemies. No, I'm not that type of guy.
And I think also that you guys really seem to care about quality. Like, you've mentioned a couple times about, just your standards, and you stand behind your equipment, and, the quality and everything. I think that's important because it's a significant investment, and they want to know that, this is going to be working for them for, the foreseeable future. There's a lot of people that have a lot of pre-roll equipment that doesn't work anymore, and it's just collecting dust in the back of their in the back of their facility. Yeah,
we've been replacing a lot of those highly automated equipment over the years, and what makes me the most proud of our machine is the people buy one, they buy a second, a third one, a fourth one. And that tells me all about our technology and the service and everything. And we have a lot of that organic growth with existing customers, and that's what has been supporting us now. So gaining new customer, yes, but growing from the existing customer is always we're very proud of that. The whole team is.
Very smart business too.
Yeah,
You know? It's easier to sell more stuff to an existing customer that's happy than going and finding a new customer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta
Business
serve.
101.
Business 101. Yeah, obviously. So, it's a difficult industry right now because of the financing portion of it, but overall, I'm still extremely excited. We're going to launch a bunch of other products in the coming months too.
Cool.
Yeah, and so we're always improving.
Yeah.
So the new one is the all injector and the infused technology.
That's the new hot thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Infused pre-rolls.
Exactly. So we have a very good stable technology now, patented technology on direct oil injection or pre-infusion on our machine. So I think we've invested heavily in that. So we're proud of having those solutions, and we're looking at other stuff. Like I said, the high-speed machine. We're going to deliver our first one in about 3-4 weeks, and then we have a lot on order. So those are the bigger customers that they want to have very high throughput.
Yeah. And
the whole automation. So you go from the pre-rolls to the tube to the jars. We do the robotic also with vision system. So yeah, we can automate your whole production line on pre-rolls. So this is where I think we differentiate ourselves with people that make just the machine for pre-rolls.
Yeah.
We take care of your whole automation with true engineering capability, in-house quality equipment. So this is where we fit in to that industry.
Well, you guys have a great reputation. You guys have great products. Where can people find out more about PreRoll-ER, or are you going to be at any trade shows coming up?
Yeah, I think we do at least one trade show every month or every 2 months. Okay. So we were in Alberta. I think the next one is in New Jersey. I'm not 100% sure, but we do at least one trade show per month, roughly every 2 months. I'm going to be in Berlin, like you mentioned.
Yes, I'm sad I missed that.
And
that was a great event.
Yeah, so Europe is our next step to grow. We have a couple of machines there, but it's just the beginning.
Is the market in Europe kind of a little premature still?
Yeah, it is. It is. I think we're early. We're a couple of years early to really have a mature market. Not even probably 3, 4, 5 years, but we want to be there early. Yeah. So, but obviously MJBiz is the next big show.
Yeah.
We have a nice spot over there. So if you want to see us, that would be a nice place to come. We'll have a lot of machine there, a lot of release of new technology. And obviously PreRoll-ER.com, PreRoll-ER.com is the best place to find us. Find a number there, call if you want a demo or anything. Just that would be the best place,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Harold. We really appreciate your time, and I'm sure we'll see you at another show.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Hey, hello, I'm Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong. Wait, you didn't think people would know who I am? Durachill. This is Durachill. This is Durachill. This is Durachill. No, hey, I don't talk like that. You want me to sell this? Buy it. Try Durachill or else. If you want something really nice in your laboratory, buy Durachill. You can't go wrong.
This show was produced by Cannabis Tech Today and Pretty Easy Podcasts. Go to prettyeasypodcast.com now if you're looking to get professional production help on your own podcast at an affordable rate. Pretty Easy Podcasts, making podcasting pretty easy.